And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Chubb running to the wide side. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throw to the right, caught by a Cockrell.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Lawrence running right on the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun, it's White. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they bring out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's that's taken in by Okonkwo. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Lawrence. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week. That pressure on the QB is key. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And here's Matt Ariza now. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It might be.
There he goes, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a give, right side. DeMarco. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, White.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender...
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Lawrence.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Madden rising now on to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. A punt at 46, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down,
DeMarco. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's White.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. White. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to try and do this himself.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. White looks to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bisons add 6 to their lead. celebrations on that touchdown. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now Lawrence. It's hauled in by Shepard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Carter, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, White. And he is caught by Lamb. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
bounces down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Throwing on first down, White.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now White with a first down throw. Escaping the pressure right. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 22 yards.
And the Bisons go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
27 yards there, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Now Lawrence. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now White.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bisons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It's second and 8.
Now White. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. White on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Drops it off for Chubb. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. DeMarco, and he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Guys, dig deep.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Will Anderson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. The play fake, now White. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On first down, Lawrence. The toss here completed to Pittman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They go play action with Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Elijah Molden up to make the stop. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. White firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
To throw, White. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Cooper here. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ochena Nwosu. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case,
and the pressure gets to him again. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, here's White, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out now come the Seahawks. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. In trouble, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Breaks through the contact. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. White looks to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's White. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Columbus, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. They'll run on first down. DeMarco, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
On 2nd down now, DeMarco.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming at.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On play action, Lawrence.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now Lawrence.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Michael Pittman.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now White. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now White with a 1st down throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Now a handoff up the middle. DeMarco, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
107 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now White. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
White's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Up the middle they go. DeMarco.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
16 yards, a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. DeMarco. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the Seahawks 18-yard line.
From the gun, here's White.
His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3rd down, White. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. White.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bisons extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Under pressure, they got him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to look deep down the field.
That is incomplete.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
On the Seahawks 2-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st down, Lawrence.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Lawrence will throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Columbus, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.